We talked a little bit about some of the technical aspects of racing, but talk to me about how that formal STEM experience and your education pathway feeds into the work that you're doing in the racing world.
So I've always been, like I said before, just very passionate about racing and the industry as a whole. But just grew up in the shop here that you see in the background. I think just that passion for wanting to be hands-on and to learn from my dad and others of how stuff goes together and what makes things tick. That really helps, I think, our program because there's a lot of teams now that we run against, a lot of drivers that I personally race against that don't necessarily work on the cars whatsoever. They're more pay to play. If you had a son or daughter, you could pay me and they could drive my stuff, right? So they could just hop in and drive, right?
Sure.
So those kids and adults, they necessarily don't have that hands-on experience. They don't have that feel. They don't have the appreciation for what it takes to put these cars together and how much work it truly is and the technology behind it. So I think that's where it sets us apart because I put the setups in them. I do all the shock packages, so I know how stuff should react. So I at least know what to anticipate when we get to the racetrack. Of course, it's a mental note. It's a feel in the seat. And then from there, you go from racetrack to racetrack and you kind of learn over time what works and what doesn't work. I feel like having the engineering background and the STEM behind it just helps us unload at the racetrack and be a little more on pace right away.